I ain't always good, but I'm feeling better though. Drinking whiskey hetero, calendars looking like the skill set. There ain't a lot of holes in my schedule. Homies on the same shit, I no longer meddle though. I ain't trying to give the tea, but I got kettles though. I want everyone to love me, but I'm a rebel though. And my music taking places I don't get to go. Haven't come to terms with that, I feel more than I'll ever know. I've got to get away before I'm out of my mind. I thought too hard, I lost you, y'all trying stop. Who really loves you, what you trying to find? Trying to make space for my feelings, that should make me humble. Save grace for the meals, healing is a stumble. If you gon' thank God for the blessings, thank him for the troubles. Get a couple chips and then they fold, that's how the cookie crumbles. I guess I let the fear project. I say I love, they hear reject. And here's the rub, I made a mess, I cleaned it up. If I bleed, then less. Can understand what we accept. Can understate how we neglect. They underrate till we give less. I'm underpaid, I'm for stressed. I ain't always good, but I'm feeling better though. Drinking whiskey hetero, calendars looking like the skill set. There ain't a lot of holes in my schedule. Homies on the same shit, I no longer meddle though. I ain't trying to give the tea, but I got kettles though. I want everyone to love me, but I'm a rebel though. And my music taking places I don't get to go. Haven't come to terms with that, I feel more than I'll ever know. I've got to get away before I'm out of my mind. I thought too hard, I lost you, y'all trying stop. Who really loves you, what you trying to find?
Every day I'm learning lessons. I wake up and count my blessings. I need answers for my questions. All this silence got me deafened. I got siblings and a mother. Got no dad, but I got best friends. I got nieces and some nephews. Pray this bad world don't affect them. I got exes I still love cause it was good apart from time. It doesn't matter if it's timeless, but it's hard to lose a sidekick. Take a sip and roll a spliff. I make a song and heal the pain. All these thoughts, it's hard to think. I guarantee you feel the same. It's like, I don't want no fake love. They might pat you on your back, then stab you with that fake hug. Treat your worth like currency. You earn it, then you save up. Spend it when it's worth it. Choose that person like it's urgent. No one's perfect, they're just worth it. Keep it working, and that's great love. I was raised on if you love them, then you tell them. Give them flowers whilst they smell them. Got a voice, and that's your weapon. Waiting for my flight. I need to write after I check in. 30,000 feet, and I feel all this tension. I said, I don't want no fake love. Sipping Hennessy now. Keep my heart safe, love. What do I believe now? I've been feeling way off. Got no energy now. I said, I don't want no fake love. Sipping Hennessy now. Keep my heart safe, love. What do I believe now? I've been feeling way off. Got no energy now.
Look, see if you're from my generation, you have to make a decision. Do you break from the chains or remain mentally prisoned? Ignorance ain't an option when 2020 the vision now is peak. Cause I'm seeing that 2020 division. Corrupt politicians who say it is when it isn't. Doing this for the majority, I'm empathy driven. Independent musician, I'm a man on a mission. Bigger than music, you're witnessing a spiritual collision. To break down these barriers, I may need assistance. Great Britain could be great, it's only love that is missing. I was more concerned with making money, taking them pictures, than I was for my nervous system or mental condition. I wrote this letter to myself, now I'm preaching the wisdom. Look at these times that we live in, you better do your revision. Forget the pharmaceutical route, I'm rooted in holistics. Always finish what's on my plate, now I lick till it glistens.
I don't want no fake love, sipping Hennessy now. Keep my heart safe, love, what do I believe now? I've been feeling way off, got no energy now. I said, I don't want no fake love. Sipping Hennessy now. Keep my heart safe, love. What do I believe now? I've been feeling way off. Got no energy now.
Check, check. 1, 2. Okay, there we go. How you guys doing? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I woke up around like 3. I didn't set my alarm or anything like that, but I got to sleep at a good time, and that's what's unfortunate. So I got to sleep around like I think 12, which is way better than what I'm used to, but for some reason still slept until 3 p.m. in the afternoon, which I guess is okay. I think my body had some sleep debt that I needed to catch up on. I'm feeling really good today. I'm feeling clear-headed. Now, the only thing that I'm working on currently in terms of anything else besides trading, I'm trying to quit nicotine. Now, it was not by choice, all right? Not by choice that I'm doing this, but I need to do it, all right? It's one of those things that's kind of been on my mind lately. So I ran out of nicotine, and being sick, I was too lazy to get out of the house. So I'm already kind of halfway there, per se. I got some headaches going on. I'm a little bit irritable. But besides that, I'm glad that they were making this step because, like I said, I've been meaning to do it for a very long time. If you guys have been watching streams, there's been many times where I've tried to do it and then show up on the stream a couple of days later smoking and I don't say a word. But definitely, it's about time. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Switch over to the main screen. Right now, we're probably sitting in one of those positions that a lot of people start losing their nerve on because we're right on the edge. Pretty much an entry point for a short or a possible breakout to the upside imminent. All right, so let's go ahead. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm not wearing my Sith hoodie today, even though it's May the 5th, also the Sith. But it's on the hook in the back if I ever need it. Just in case we need to start talking like it. Why people get so up in arms when I don't switch over to this screen right away? All right, sometimes I'll start the stream. It'll be on the starting screen, and I'll just talk for a second. All right, I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this. All right, there has been some times where like I go and start talking about price action legitimately, not just actual talking points, but I'm trying to show you something. I don't switch the screen, but it's been a very long time since we've done that. But like I said, when it comes to Ethereum, right now it's kind of like we're sitting on the edge. Now, there is a possible reasoning that we could get a run up. We can see all the way up this parabolic move here. This 52 line on the 15-minute RSI has kind of been our support the entire time. And see we kind of hit our final stride right here, blast off to the upside. Now, we're sitting back at that line. So whether or not we see another run up, that's the question. All right, so if anything, we did get a little bit past the 0.618 on the push to wave 4 here, so that does give us a little bit of room. So like I told you guys yesterday, am I confident that this exact 1.618 target is the top? No, but I have to assume that somewhere in this region is going to be the top. So anytime we get those bearish reversal divergences, I have to take those entries. That's what I'm doing. Whether or not you follow me, that's up to you. All right, but if you are on the bullish side of things, this is your reasoning to be so. All right, we have a very solid RSI support that we are right now getting a small bounce off of. So that would be your reasoning to be long. Do I fault you for it? No. We've seen a lot of coins today pop off to the upside. I will be telling you guys this right now. This morning, when we hit about $8 on EOS, I took the remaining of my profits from that 3.5 entry that we had a couple months ago. Well, maybe not a couple months, but about a month and a half ago. All right, so I just wanted to take those profits. I'm not too confident on the market right now. And with us, let's see, how much should we profit off of that? I'm not going to tell you guys how much I put into that, but it was a decent amount. And from where we entered, we walked away with about 141%. All right, so I'm very happy on that. That covers pretty much everything that we got screwed on with ETH, plus more. So I really, like I said, I do believe EOS is going to see higher, but I just wanted to have that in the bank for the moment. So I'm very excited about that entry and that exit. And we'll see if we can get another one in the future. All right, and then let's see. We did get a cross the upside on the 15-minute and the hourly. But we'll see. Like I said, right now, it's kind of that nerve-wracking region where you're either in a long, waiting for it to break this resistance, or you're in a short like I am. Like I'm literally in a short from like 3,450. And you're just kind of teetering on that edge of being either stopped out or seeing a nice rejection. Now, once we break this support on the 15-minute, that's when things start to get a little bit more bearable, if you want to say that. And we can start seeing some further downside. If you don't put your hoodie on, I'll leave the stream. Okay. Please lower the music. All right, we'll lower the music. BTC. So, I forgot what his name was, but he was the one yesterday saying I'm sniffing my jockstrap. Like I said, man, whoever that is, you don't understand. I'm not simply saying dump everything, it's going to 29K. I'm just saying that there's a possibility. Right now, where we're sitting is not a for sure thing. Now, we even highlighted this yesterday. Like I said, I'm not sitting here giving one opinion. I'm going to tell you to do this. I give you both sides. My job here is to teach you how to be a smart trader, no matter if you think it's going to go to the upside or to the downside. I obviously have my opinion, but that being said, I'm not here to sway yours. I even highlighted yesterday that on BTC, if you are on the long side of things, where would you want to go ahead and collect a long position? We highlighted right here. Anywhere near this local low is probably where we're going to get a bounce. You can hold on to that position in hopes that it becomes a 1-2 and you start seeing further upside, which that is a possible chance. But until we are officially on our way up, we have put in a higher high and consistently holding above that 57,500 region. I can't really say much else. That's all. All I can do is tell you how to be smart. Whether or not you choose to do so, that's your opinion and your prerogative. Let's see. It's ABC done for me. ABC done for me. Do you know Hadu? I don't know Hadu. Let's see. All right, what 5 cryptos would you invest for 2-year, 3-year hodl? To be honest, none right now. Like I said, when we get into these bull markets, when you're in the bull market, that's not the time to be asking, what coin should I buy and hold on to? You should be asking yourself that when you're in a bear market. What coin should I buy and hold on to? Now, when the next bear market hits, and we presume to be at a bottom, what coins would I pick? Well, obviously, right off the bat, BTC and Ethereum. You might go, well, Austin, well, the potential gains on those aren't that high anymore. You know, you need so much money coming in the market, the percentage returns comparative to an altcoin, blah, blah, blah. Well, for me, I'm worried about consistent money that I can actually see coming to my bank account. BTC and Ethereum, that's obviously going to provide that. Now, it's going to provide 20,000% gains? No, but I'm going to make money. Next up, XMR. XMR, I think, is one of the most undervalued coins and has a bright future, similar to what Bitcoin did. Now, obviously, there's Cardano, Zcash. There's plenty of private coins out there. But the only problem is those are speculative altcoins that have no actual use case. When there is hundreds of thousands of legitimate transactions with real-world products happening live every single day using Monero. It's something that's actually being used, not just to send and receive and leverage trade and, you know, all that kind of stuff on the internet, but actual products. That's all. And I really don't have a 4th and a 5th. I mean, I guess I'll get back to you on that. I mean, EOS is a good one if you can catch it at like a super, super low, just because it's fast and the address system for it is, I think, awesome. It's essentially basically like a routing number and an account number. It's really easy to remember the deposit address. It's super easy to remember the memo, and you can just kind of memorize it. Makes it easy when you're out and about. Hey, what's your EOS memo? Blah, 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 blah. It's like 6 digits, and then they send you money. You don't have to copy, paste, you know, anything else. You got an air fryer? Air fryers are godsend. Let's see. ADA. ADA is finally looking like it's about to break that resistance that we've been looking at for quite a while. Now, the only problem is, are we going to see a rejection here? I hope not. I want to see a lot of these altcoins that people have been holding on to, especially kind of like these cult coins, to be honest. ADA, I don't think it's a bad coin, but there is so much hype behind it that I hope we get one more push and some people have some chances to get their money out of that, because I've just had some personal experiences where people are losing their minds just from like someone putting all of their money into it right here. It drops on them. They're freaking out. They're stressing out. I hope someone gets a nice push to the upside. They can take their profits, get out. That way they're not stressing, because these types of coins are the ones that people get suckered into. Not in terms of it's a bad coin, it's a scam coin, but there's so much hype behind it that, you know, your friend comes up to you and says, hey, put all your money into this altcoin, you're going to become rich. And then it dumps on you the next day. LTC, like I said, we're looking pretty good. If we do happen to continue, if we can stay above this third wave, then we will see 517. I want to say that we're going to get there in completion, but, you know, at the moment, I can't really say for certain. Let's see what's this fib retracement saying. If we're counting this as a 1-2, we're looking for anywhere between 404 to 517, which is respectable. I know that's kind of a larger range to work with, but here's the thing. It's not that you just have to guess when it's going to be a top in that region. You just have to wait for a uptrend to break and then another uptrend to form, forming a higher high with a lower high on RSI. And once you get back below the last local high, you take your profit. You're just looking for that formation in this region, because we have this uptrend breaking to a downtrend, starting a new uptrend with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 structure, looking for a 5 anywhere up here. And I know I said I'm quitting vaping, and I am, but I'm just vaping whatever's left in these things, and there's not enough to actually give me any nicotine. It's just like more of like the psychological. Like in this one right here, there's nothing in this. It's literally just for me to, you know, continue to be able to do that habit of picking something up, but I'm not getting anything. It's kind of sad, but I need it just to kind of get away from it. Ugh. What's my net worth? I don't answer those questions. I'm almost dead depressed. Why are you almost dead depressed? Oh, here's the guy. Richard Harrington. Dude, I saw your little video, dude. Your little Salt Bay video. That was cute. That was cute, bro. Oh my gosh. So, Richard Harrington. Do I need to remind you of the conversation we had yesterday? I outlined a couple different possibilities. I said, one, if we break 43,000, the chances of us going to 29K are increased. I never said that it was going to get down to 29K. And if I did insinuate that, I never say that it's going to be a straight drop there. I outlined an actual path that we would take. I would say, okay, we would probably get a bounce around 43K, go up for a couple months, get a tap around here, and then start moving down there. As well as that, I even highlighted the bullish side of things. All I ever want, Richard, I'm talking to you here. Look me in the eyes. All I ever want is for you to make a smart decision. That's it. So yesterday, I was talking about the reasons why I would be short on Bitcoin. But as well as that, I also outlined a possibility for you, because I know you're on the bullish side of things, or at least I think you are. I said, hey, if you want to go ahead and get into a long position, the region to do so would be around this local low. And what happened? We highlighted it. It came down to it. We got a bounce. You can continue holding that position if you would like, or you can take profits. Either way, I hope you do so safely. That's it, Richard. That's it. That's all I want for you. No, but I really did like your sulfate video. That was pretty cool. Cocaine is one hell of a drug. Invalid count? Which one? Are you talking about the BTC one, the Ethereum one, the LTC one? You can't just say invalid count. Give me an example. What coin? Do I still use kite crossing? No. No. What can be an ETH top? Please predict. I don't know if you've been listening here. Are you new? All right. Like I said, all right, I am simply using a tool that I highly respect. Whether or not this is the top, that is to be determined. All I can say right now is that Ethereum is in a fifth wave. We have an uptrend that has broken into a downtrend, with an uptrend that has broken into a downtrend, and we are currently in the fifth uptrend. So we have 5 waves to the upside on the daily macro. Now, technically, once we see 5 waves within this fifth wave push, that should be the top. So now if we go down to the 1 hour and we look at this, well, we had an uptrend. Once that uptrend broke, we take the top and bottom. We now look for the 0.382 as the target for the 2, which it got close, but no cigar. We have a 1, 2 right here. Now that gave us the 1.618, 2,501 as a target for the top of our 3. You can see we got a little bit past it, but then we had a huge dump right afterwards. That came down to our 4, which technically the 4 should be the 0.618 of the top and bottom of wave 3. You can see we pretty much hit it dead on, kind of held that region as an average. Now that gives us the 1.618 target of 3,487 as the 1.618 for the top of the 5. So, is this the top? Theoretically, yes. But until proven, I can't sit here and say, sell everything you have. That is not my job as a YouTuber. I am not here to make your decisions for you. But, for me personally, I am going to be shorting this region. I have most of my portfolio in USDT. I'm being cautious because from my perspective, I really don't give a rat's ass if this bull run continues. I've made more money in this bull run than I could have ever hoped for. In the past year and a half, Ethereum has gone from $80 to $3,500. If you don't think now is the time to be gracious and grateful for the opportunity you have been given and take some goddamn profits, I don't know. I just think people are getting a little bit too hype. They want to become millionaires overnight. It just doesn't happen. All right, that was my little rhyme at the end, but there we go. So that's all I can really say. I can't predict this to be the top. I can't predict. All I can do is use the tools I got and make the best decision I possibly can with the information I have. I lost 700 USDT trying to short this. It sucks, man. Never easy. How do you handle the stress? Well, one, I make sure that I have backup plans on top of backup plans on top of backup plans. All right. So when I'm shorting these tops, all right, let's say on the challenge account, I'm using 2.5% risk, which is considerable amount of risk, but not a whole lot. Now you could take that down and short with 0.5% risk. All right, it's all dependent on what your psychology is. So if you've already lost half of your portfolio, should you just continue to doing what you're doing? Maybe drop your risk down, or maybe just take a break. Find out what's happening. Maybe focus on a little bit higher time frame. Like for me, with the challenge account, I'm willing to take a lot of these short positions that are on smaller time frames, such as, maybe a top here, we take that short position. Maybe back out to the 1 hour and look for more legitimate uptrends and downtrends. Kind of like this. Nice uptrend, nice downtrend, nice uptrend, nice downtrend. Look for positions like that. There's nothing in it. Oh, I'm going to lose my mind. I think I'm on like day 1.5 of quitting. I just have like a headache right here. Got all up in my feels with your humble approach. Had to delete my YouTube cocky comment. I appreciate it, man. I just wish you wouldn't have picked today to do it, man. Like I said, I'm trying to quit nicotine. Today is not the day. Today is not the day. Guy, do you think it's harder to trade in a bear market or harder to make the same profits? It's not harder to trade in a bear market. It's actually a lot easier because price tends to drop faster than it goes up. All right? Just think about it from like a logical perspective. When price is going up, all right, people tend to be standoffish because they never know if they're buying the top. So it's going to kind of gradually go up. Now you might have these parabolic runs, but for the most part, it's kind of like a nice and steady trajectory. When it comes to price dropping, you're going to have dumps. I mean, just out of nowhere, huge, massive dumps to the downside that happen quickly because people want to sell. If they see price action going down, they obviously want to get out at a profit in the highest price point they possibly can. So it's just kind of like an amplifying effect. Now, at some point, it's going to reach a support or a local low. Then price action might stay steady for there, trying to see if they can maybe sell off a little bit more, maybe get a nice bounce, collect some more profit. But then eventually it's going to break that support and the whole process starts over again. There's really no other difference in trading a bear market. I mean, if you're trading USDT, price might be going down, but your portfolio is not budging because it's based off the US dollar. And now you're just adding profit every time you go short. If you're using inverse perpetual, of course, you're going to lose value, but hopefully the value that you're making back to your portfolio is even greater because you're trading and amplifying those profits. Does it make sense? Do I like mining? I could probably mine with the graphics card I got. I got a 3090. I think it makes like how much would we be making per day? A 3090 makes oh wow. Wait. Okay, there we go. Makes about $11 a day. That's not bad. What if I had 100 3090s? I'll be making a couple $1,000 a day. 1,176. That would cost me a lot of money though, in order to buy 100 3090s. Now, mining to me, it's such a hard game to get into. It really is. Obviously, you have options such as, if you got a nice graphics card, you could make a couple bucks a day. And yeah, that pays off. It really does. You know, if you're mining throughout the bear market and you're making $4 a day, but then all of a sudden, you know, the bull market hits and now every $4 you made per day is now worth, you know, 40. Hey, it makes it kind of worth it. But when it comes to like professional mining with like ASICs and stuff, by the time that your pre-orders get shipped out, there's already a new one out that's increasing the difficulty so high that it's not even worth it. So, I mean, I don't know. It's up to you. If your active divergence gets stopped out, how do you determine when to get back in? Well, either a new reversal divergence will form, or you get back below the local high that's creating the divergence in the first place. That's it. It's an if this and that statement. If it's broken once, doesn't mean that it's just invalidated forever. If the conditions that were validating in the first place come back, then you're good to go. Simple as that. Yeah. You need some like geothermal power, you know, just sitting next to a volcano in order to run that many 3090s. Can you explain reversal divergence, please? Of course. All right. So let's say that we have, all right, 2 green candles. Oh, Jay, thank you very much. I'll be with you in a second. Let me just explain this. So let's say that you put in a higher high on price action, like this. But then on the RSI, you put in, oh, that's not what I wanted. You put in a lower high. Okay. That is a reversal divergence, meaning you're trying harder to get a higher price point, but the market doesn't have enough strength to do so, and it's losing strength, actually. All right. So on the top of this candle, the first high, that is the origin point that creates the divergence, right? Because this point over here would mean nothing without this original point. You go ahead and you take the top of that candle. Once price action gets back below this local high, the first one, then you can go ahead and enter that. That's a confirmed reversal divergence. When you are above that, it can be active, and you can try to find an entry on a smaller time frame based off of another reversal divergence, just even smaller. But that's essentially what it is. And if you go on divergence cheat sheet on Google and you look up any of those pictures, a reversal divergence is simply put called a regular divergence. But if you look, a regular divergence signals that a current trend, an uptrend or a downtrend, is going to reverse into the opposite. So hence reversal. Hey fam, hope you're well. Have you checked on prismnetwork.io, the universal DeFi hub that have their own bridges into 5 chains? I have not. But thank you. Appreciate it. Yep. Hidden divergence is continuation. Is there such thing as crypto winter where it makes it harder to trade because price stagnates? Yes. I mean, in perspective, no. In perspective, no. But if you're a leverage trader, there will be times where price action is legitimately just the most boring thing you've ever seen. Now, does it last long? Kind of, maybe, depending on where it's at. But take, for example, like on BTC. Let's go to Bitstamp. All right. I mean, look at this little range right here. All right, as we started to capitulate along this local low and so on, there was this little tiny range here. Now, was this like the most cancer range to play? No, not necessarily. But it definitely wasn't awesome. From top to bottom, it was only about 11%. But these are the types of ranges that I was talking about before, where you can simply long the bottom, short the top, long the bottom, short the top, long the bottom, short the top, until it's broken, and then you just take the breakout trade to the opposite side. When you get into retesting markets, it's pretty easy to play. Usually you're going to put in a top and a bottom. You simply respect that top and the bottom until the top and the bottom is broken, and then you let it go. So I'm actually really excited for the retesting market as well. Now that I've kind of been through each and every single market, it's just I'm excited to play it. That is all. I'm excited to play. Hey Kite, just finished trading the zone today. Great recommendation. Makes me pity the days I was new and over leveraging using MC and Hopium. Definitely, man. It's one of those books that really just kind of it doesn't tell you anything that you couldn't have already figured out, but you just needed someone to say it. Because a lot of times you try to convince yourself that, oh, no, it should work like this or that. But when he simply explains it in such a accurate way, and kind of, it's almost like he's psychic. He tells you how you feel, and you're like, how does he know? I love that book so much. I've read it probably 6 times by now. I read it twice when I was going to my dad's. Well, not read it because I was driving, but I listened to it. I do a little bit of both, but I would say nowadays I'm leaning more towards trading than holding. But like I said, the reason why I can stress-free trade is because I have different options. I was holding EOS, which made me a large profit. I mean, I have a small bag of pretty much Ethereum, Bitcoin, LTC that I've been holding ever since their macro breakouts, which I've started to take profits on. So I have different options. I'm not just doing one thing. I have backup plans. Because if you don't have them, then you're kind of screwed if you are losing in one direction. Yeah, I'll go put on my hoodie real quick since some people are asking for it. I also want to put it on because it's just amazing. I'll be right back. Fantastic. Jesus. This is what dreams are made of, to be honest. It was May the 4th. Now it's Revenge of the 5th. I pray, like every single time I pick one of these up, that there's going to be something left in it. Where did I get it from? It's just on Amazon. It's like $40. You just look up hoodie blanket or blanket hoodie. Hood up, looks serious like a Jedi bear. Oh my gosh. There we go. This is who we are now. This is what I've become. I am still short. I've not got NordVPN installed yet. I need to do that after the stream. Then I can bring up Bybit. I don't think we're up too much right now. We're up 20%. Yes, this definitely does help with the nicotine withdrawals. It's so, like, airy. When it comes to, like, how much room there is. Oh. I wish nicotine was just as easy to quit as weed. Like, weed, it's just like one day I woke up and I was like, I really don't like the way that it's making me act. And I didn't touch it. And I guess that's the benefit. Like, that's why weed is a lot safer than a lot of things, because it might be psychologically addictive, but if your psychological doesn't want it, then there is no chemical hook and you can just stop. But nicotine, it's like, I don't want it because I know that it's just something that, you know, one, over time costs a lot of money, and two, brings my energy levels down if I don't have it. But now it's a chemical hook, so I'm just stuck here feeling bad. You can, but I really like disposables, and they only have like one level of nicotine in disposables, and that's 5%. So and I feel like it's kind of like counterproductive. If you lower the amount of nicotine in a vape, I would probably just be vaping more like than I do if I just have one level. But I don't know. Maybe that's just stupid thinking. Well, the divergence lasts until the targets that are relative to it get hit. So, I mean, that could have been the target getting hit right there. But for me, I'm going to continue holding it. Get a non-nick vape. Yeah, that was an option. Only problem is I don't want to buy a vape just to get zero nicotine, because I really don't have a vape anymore. I have the disposables. And that's also yeah, Rupert, that's another problem. Like with cigarettes, they taste bad. So like you want to quit them even more, but with e-liquid and vapes, they taste good. So like there's really not much incentive to quit them. You know, they're a little bit more safe than obviously, you know, it's not safe to inhale anything besides oxygen, but they're a lot safer than cigarettes, and they taste good. So there's not that crazy of an incentive to quit, but I know that I should. The only problem is with nicotine from vapes. I don't believe there's I believe there's more nicotine in a 5% uh, vape than there is in a single cigarette. So obviously you can have chain smokers that chain smoke tons of cigarettes, but with a vape you don't have to constantly light up, and it really doesn't have like that same smoke effect that if you were to smoke indoors. So you can smoke anywhere, anytime, constantly. So you're probably getting a lot more nicotine in your system than you would with cigarettes. I think that's where the danger comes in. Do you use some trading terminal? Trading terminal? Like my computer? Terminal? What do you mean? Haven't you talked about a gaming channel once? Yeah. I might start that up sometime soon. It might just be a live streaming channel where I game, where like after I'm done live streaming about crypto, maybe I go live stream Call of Duty or something like that. I don't know. But I also want to start kind of like a podcast channel where I just talk about stuff that rattles around in my head, whether it be politics or esoterics or just cool facts about dinosaurs, which I don't know why I said cool facts about dinosaurs. I know nothing about dinosaurs. Just giving thoughts. I think you meant, why do you want to quit vaping? But you said, why do you want to quit vaping? I don't want to quit vaping. It's just, I've noticed that, one, it's a constant need. And like, anything that makes me feel like if I don't have it, that I'm going to die, that's not something that should be in my life. I would like to be in control of what I feel, not a chemical. As well as that, I don't think it's good for your lungs. And nicotine has tons of bad benefits. Nicotine has good benefits too, don't get me wrong. Everything has a positive and a negative. Nicotine is actually a nootropic, which helps you think better in small doses if you don't use it all the time or it numbs it. But there's also the negative side effects of, yellowing of your teeth. The discs in your back can be degraded by nicotine. Tons of bad things, but some good things. I just think I'll be fine without it. It sucks. It sucks that I have to quit because I do like it. But I think I'll be fine without it. I just have to get through the withdrawal part. On the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 structure you've drawn for ETH, can you go over why you reject that the impulse 3 you've drawn is actually... Because if this is the 5th wave, all right, you're including a part of the macro 3 wave into... So you're including a part of the 3rd wave into the 5th wave, all right? These two are separated. If anything, this is not a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. To me, if anything, this would be an ABC. A, B, C. Not a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Now, it gives us a very similar target. You can see right there. Pretty much the same exact target. But these are two separate trends. Very distinct. Two separate trends. On the macro side of things, this one is a part of the 3rd, and this one is a part of the 5th. Two separate trends. That's why I'm not counting them as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jonathan, vape has nicotine or addictive refined sweeteners. Yeah, definitely. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Do you re-enter a bearish divergence trade once a candle closed below the local high? What time frame would you determine that? It's not really a time frame. It's just a matter of price. Like if the bearish divergence is still active and you come back below the level that is making it active or confirmed, I'm willing to re-enter that. There's no special magic trick. All right. So if this is the level that I want to be below in order to have a short trade open, and I come up and I get stopped out here, once we come back below this level, I'm going to re-enter the trade. It's as simple as that. Because if we look at it, you can see right here, we put in a higher high. We put in a significantly lower high. All right, now, could this be a temporary pullback to test this local low before bouncing and continuing past that resistance? Of course it could. But while we are in this 1.618 region, I have to be short anytime we have a confirmed bearish divergence. That is the way that I'm going to play things. But I've highlighted opportunities where you guys could have gotten into longs in case you are on the long side of things. Don't doubt you. All right, like I said, there could be so much hype in the market, you know, blah, 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 super cycle. I could be the one that's wrong here, but I'm fine with that. As long as you are entering safely, I don't care if you got a different opinion. It's a matter of, are you doing it smart? I want to see you do well. Either way you go. All right. So right now, in terms of bullishness, we do have some exaggerated bullishness on the opposite side of things. But if we do break through this support, it's going to be a free fall. So what I meant by that was, if you have a uptrend that is connected to another uptrend via a single downtrend, that uptrend and that uptrend can talk to each other, but no more than that. Yeah, the first 3-4 days are the hardest to quit. There's just discipline, not buying again no matter what. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. I'm not afraid that I won't be able to quit. It's just, like I said, vapes just taste good. It's not even really the nicotine part. It just tastes good. So let's say that you get a divergence of an uptrend in the past. Divergence of an uptrend in the past. Don't get what you mean by that. I'm sorry. Divergence of an uptrend in the past. If the RSI resistance breaks, we in a free fall. This is not a resistance. This is a support. All right, this is what I'm talking about. Look at price action. Okay. Look at as we start from the 52. Once we get above the 52 and we come back down and we retest it, you can see that the entire move to the upside has been contingent on 52 holding as support. So that's what I'm talking about. If we break this 52, that's when a free fall would ensue. Rodrigo, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. How is Chainlink looking for a long this week? Chainlink. All I can really see right now is the smaller time frame being accurate. Looks like we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're in a fifth right now. Whether or not the fifth gets to its 1.618 target, that's a different story. But technically we're supposed to be seeing somewhere around 65. Oh my gosh. Iverfit. Jesus. All right, listen to what I am saying. All right. Why do we get the same question being asked over and over again? All right, you said it'll be a free for all. You reckon? Dude, I don't know if you're trolling or not. What did I just say? All right. This entire parabolic move on Ethereum the past couple of days has been contingent on the 15-minute RSI support of 52. If that 52 support fails, does it have the possibility of creating a bullish divergence at one of these lower local lows, such as 2,856? Yes, it does. But that is the support that is holding us in a parabolic movement. If that support is broken, it will signal a larger downside move. Is that a good is that a good explanation, please? No nicotine kite on live stream. It's gonna be tough. Oh my gosh. I just want to sleep it away. Give me some like melatonin. I'll just be asleep for the next 3 days. I'll see you guys later. No, we've already taken too long of a break from live streaming. I just gotta power through it. Just if I ever snap at you guys, I want to let you know right now I love you, and I don't mean it. It's just it's the withdrawals talking. Oh my gosh. It's like messing up my vision too. I feel like my eyes are not working properly. All right, what time is it? All right, we got 58 minutes. Like I told you guys, we're looking for around 1 hour live streams, maybe for a week. Yeah, I appreciate it. Nothing really exciting happened today. Like I said, today is kind of like one of those moments where we're sitting at a make or break moment. Are we going to see another run to the downside, or are we just going to be sitting here twiddling our thumbs, waiting for us to get stopped down? Who knows? But either way, you're sitting on the side of the fence. I wish you luck. I outlined multiple reasons why you should be. Like I said, we're sitting at 52 on the RSI. That is a region where we have been getting consistent bounces and continuing the uptrend. So there is a possibility there. But as long as we are below this level, that is a confirmed bearish divergence and has the possibility of breaking us to the downside. So we'll see what happens. I'm not smoking. Whenever I pick this up and I take a puff off of it, there's nothing in it. It's completely dead. It's just for the psychological aspect of pretending like I'm vaping. Can I give you some resources on how to understand Elliott Wave theory? Look up a book called Harmonic Elliott Wave by Ian Copsey. Copsey? I always say Copsey. I'll say Copsey. C-O-P, like cop, and then S-E-Y. Copsey. Smoke weed. Alright guys, I appreciate it. Warner G, thank you. You have a great day. Corvus Light, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Thank you for everything. I appreciate it. I would recommend getting the ebook. All right, because if you buy the physical copy, I think it's like $9,000. That's lying. It's like $900 or something like that. $700, $900. We screwed up the price of the book. I'm sorry. I don't believe it's going to be a bear market. I believe it's going to be a very significant drop to the downside. I'm hoping to retest at the minimum, obviously 1930, but I'm looking for around 1350 as a retest. 900 at the most. All right, guys, let's pick a song. My dude Glass in a Telegram apparently wants a different genre of music besides hip hop. So yeah, let's try to find something for my man Glass. You know what, Glass? I got you. Don't worry about it. We're gonna go back to like the beginning, the very, very beginning of my Spotify likes. All right. We're going to play. Well, I don't know if that's a different genre or if it's just a different language. Let me see. Which one do I want to play? Give me a second. Okay, maybe not that one. Where's the one that I want? Okay, we're gonna play The Well by Scarecrow Blues Hip Hop. It's the first song that I've ever liked on Spotify. And then we're gonna play what are we gonna play? Okay, we're gonna play The Well by Scarecrow, and then we're gonna play Accordion by Ghost Tone. Okay, you guys ready? I appreciate you. I'll see you next time, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. I don't know if it's gonna be at 3 p.m. I don't know if it's gonna be at 5 p.m., but I'll try to be here. All right, guys. I love you, and I'll see you. Goodbye.
M'empare s'applique à donner le déclic. M'en fous du public, du rap et des clics. Des faux clashs du cirque, d'MC pathétique. Tu voulais du trash, que je pose pour du cash. Que je fasse la potiche d'une musique potage. Qu'au moins de petits hicks, on stoppe le voyage. Qu'au moins de petits flips, on stoppe l'abordage. On fait de la musique, même face à l'orage. Pour ta maison dit t'es qu'une croix sur une page. Ici on fabrique un vaste édifice. Envié par ton crew à chacun de nos passages. Défoncerai mocages qui prennent en otage. Une culture malade qui n'est autre que plumage. Un mort d'enrobage, un triste mirage. Voici un grain de sable de plus dans vos rouages. Where the storm coquille d'un art inutile qui au vent des villes me rend imbécile. J'ai pas d'évangile, ni même le nombril rendant infantile ces phases indociles. Je continue ma tâche, il faut jusqu'au crash du blues cradabil. Dans le rap, je suis la tâche qui secoue les racines d'un présent sans âme. En crachant ses rimes de Londres à Paname, remballe tes infos où l'inculte se noie. Chez nous, la vie ce sera pas un de vos tournois. Tôt toute part sa croix, la haine, les dégâts. La télé terrorise, échange l'homme en proie. Je défoncerai vos cages qui prennent en otage une culture malade qui n'est que plumage. Un mort enrobage, un triste mirage. Voici un grain de sable de plus dans vos rouages.
Of our heads and the bloated down rain. We're still right on the route and on the blues hip hop way.
Down a black coffee, my vision stay misty, say sticky like toffee. And my girl stay crossing me, cause I don't know the cost to be. I'm living this life like this mission is lost to me. I'm 20%, still not paying my rent, but I'm staying, I'm bent, and I'm swaying on my fence, I'm undecided. I'm at the place where I'm residing, which the government provided. So why you try to hide it? I'm like 20,000 under, and every time I blunder, I wonder when I light the sky up with the thunder. I'm singing like carumbas, awaken from my slumber. Says it's like the lottery, you pick a random number. Welcome to the twilight, checking out the skylight, checking out the nightlight, checking out my eyesight, deteriorating, lost in my own delirium, data radium, living inside the aquarium. So breathe in with me and let's see what the story is. Let's get through the good part and get to where my glory is. Emerging victorious, so that much is obvious. It's hard to be a real man in this rap land, misogynist. Hard to keep moving as I'm walking through the foggiest. Hard to keep moving as I'm walking through the foggiest of waters. Taking a step you never thought of, stored in the back of my mind like some sort of art exhibition with some parts looking missing. And I'm talking to your mind, but it just parts you that listen. So hot what you spitting as you sitting reminiscing. And I spark my ambition and reload my ammunition. In the dark I would glisten like a poacher going fishing. I spark my ambition and reload my ammunition. In the dark I would glisten like a poacher